activities prior to his murder.
Yes.
What did he do that day?
At 8:50 a.m., he dropped off his children at the preschool daycare on West Tharp Street. From there, he proceeded to go back across town to Premier Fitness Gym off of Village Square Boulevard.
Was there any surveillance at the gym?
Yes,
And was that collected by law enforcement?
it was.
All right. Judge, at this time I'd ask to move into evidence State's Exhibit 119, a thumb drive containing the surveillance collected from Premier Gym.
Any objection? There you are. States 119 is admitted.
And was the raw data or surveillance video collected from the gym compiled in a way that shows what it is we're looking for concerning Mr. Markel?
That's correct, yes.
Was that done in State's Exhibit 89?
I believe so.
All right, Judge, at this time I'd ask to move into evidence State's 89.
Any objection? There you are. States 89 is admitted.
Were you able to see on this gym surveillance video Mr. Markel's vehicle enter the parking lot of the gym?
Yes,
At what time does he enter the parking lot of the gym?
I
if
believe
you
it was
remember? 9:11 sound right?
9:11, yes.
And we're talking about AM, so you said he dropped the kids off at 8:50 and he arrives at the gym at 9:11?
8:50 a.m. is when he dropped the children off, and he signed them in at the daycare. And then at 9:11 is when you see his car enter the parking lot at Premier, all on July 18th, 2014.
And were you able to see anything sinister about the parking lot of Premier Gym on the morning of Mr. Markel's shooting?
Following Markel's car entering the lot, a short time later, a vehicle enters the lot that is similar in description from the next door witness, Mr. Geiger.
And what does the suspect vehicle do when Mr. Markel enters the gym?
It parks, and no one gets out of the car.
How long does the suspect vehicle stay there while Mr. Markel's in the gym?
I don't recall the exact amount of time, but it's quite some time that the whole time he's in the gym, and even after he comes out, gets back in his car and leaves. That's when the car leaves at the same time.
All right, so the whole time he's in the gym doing his workout, this suspect Prius is in the parking lot.
Correct.
And when he comes out to leave and gets in his vehicle, what happens with the Prius then?
The Prius follows.
Judge, at this time, I would ask to introduce State's Exhibit 89. I'm sorry, I have introduced it. I'm asking to publish it at this time.
Publish.
Thank you. Is this black vehicle Mr. Markel's vehicle?
Yes, it's a black Honda four-door. Same car.
And that's Mr. Markel parking right there behind the flagpole.
That's correct.
What is this vehicle?
That will be the suspect vehicle,
And
green Prius.
Okay, consistent with the description given by Mr. Geiger?
He said a light colored or silverish, and the car color is a silver pine mica.
Who's that in the blue circle?
That's Mr. Markel exiting his vehicle.
That's him in the red shirt?
That's correct. It's Mr. Markel entering Premier's main doors.
What do we see in this image?
I'm sorry.
What do we see in this portion of the tape?
That's the suspect vehicle, the Prius, driving through the parking lot.
At this point, is Mr. Markel inside the gym?
He's inside, yes. This is still in the front section where the car went from right to left.
This is still part of the Premier Gym parking lot?
Correct, yes. It's just the opposite, camera facing the opposite direction. And this is the car reversing course coming back towards the front doors.
Yep. Okay, now what's the time on the video here?
I can't read 10:30. I think it
Okay.
says 10:38.
Is this Mr. Markel exiting the gym at this
He's
point?
exiting the Premier in the same door he came in. I'm sorry, it's 10:33 on the timestamp.
Thank you.
That's Mr. Markel making his way to the parking lot where his car is parked.
Once he gets in the car, does he sit there a few minutes, or is that at the front end?
I'm sorry?
Does he sit in his car for a few minutes at one point?
Just a short period of time. Then his car starts backing up.
Is that,
That's him exiting.
and will we see the suspect vehicle pull out
It's coming
behind
from the
him?
backside. See it? Same suspect vehicle following the direction of Markel's car.
Right, and it exits the parking lot at 10:39 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay. And based on what would be the logical route from here to Mr. Markel's home, did you try to get some additional surveillance to see if you could catch the suspect vehicle any further?
Yes.
What was that?
That was, the location was the, business, no, I'm sorry, it was a bus video off of a bus at, McClay Commerce Boulevard and Thomasville Road.
All right. And were you able to actually find some bus video from both before and after the shooting of the suspect vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. And were those the raw data that you collected from the bus compiled into clips similar to what we saw on the gym video?
That's correct.
All right, Judge, at this time I would ask to move into evidence State's Exhibit 120, a thumb drive containing the bus raw data, and State's Exhibit 90, a disc containing the bus video clips.
Any objection? No, Your Honor. States 90 and 120 are admitted.
Permission to publish States 90.
You may.
All right, if you can pause it for just a minute. Can you orient us? Is this the McClay Commerce?
Yes, this is, the bus is pointing east. So just beyond that circle is where the flyover starts. If you're going southbound, you can take the flyover to get on Capitol Circle, after you pass McClay Gardens and everything. So this car is on Thomasville Road, not the flyover, and it is going southbound.
All right, and this camera is mounted on the bus. That's how we were able to get this image?
Correct.
Okay.
This is a city bus.
Continue, please. The time on this, 10:44 a.m., is
Correct.
that right? And what is this orange circle?
This is the Prius going the same direction as Markel's car, southbound on Thomasville Road.
Okay, now where are we?
This is southbound on Thomasville. We've gone underneath the I-10 overpass, and we're at Metropolitan Boulevard, and the bus just so happens to pull up right behind the Prius.
Based on the image in this exhibit right here, were you able to deduce the tag number of the Prius?
No.
That would have saved you a lot of
A
trouble,
lot
though, wouldn't it?
of time, yes. The video could not be enhanced anymore.
Does the evidence suggest that Markel had already gone on through past this traffic light?
Correct, because this car was behind Markel's car. So he must have beat the light or got through the intersection before this car.
Okay, now, can you orient us?
I believe we're now at Thomasville Road, southbound at Benton. And that circle was the Prius in the left turn lane to go from Thomasville eastbound on Benton Road.
And is that the way to Mr. Markel's residence?
Not this time. He turned beforehand, we found out later on.
We found out later that Mr. Markel turned later on.
Yes,
But
but
this
this
is the
car
way the
turned.
suspect vehicle goes.
Right, he turns left.
Okay, can you get to Mr. Markel's residence from Benton Road?
Yes.
The way he turned?
Yes.
All right, now, can you back it up, please? So the last time we see the suspect vehicle turning off Thomasville onto Benton Road is what time? Hit play, please.
10:40, no, 10:51.
Okay. And what time does our, pause it please, what time does our 911 call come in?
11:02 a.m.
Okay, so he was killed between 10:51 and 11:02.
Well, we narrowed it down even more than that, but.
Okay? Tell me how you narrowed it down further.
Well,
than that.
this bus now, this is a different bus. Same city bus group, but this is a totally different bus. It's northbound on Thomasville Road. So based on the time, this bus is northbound, the shooting has already happened. And you'll see that the Prius catches up in the same lane as that black vehicle there next to the bus at 10:55, I believe. 10:55. Here it comes.
So that helps you narrow it down to what as the time of death?
10:50, well, at 10:51, he's in the Prius is in the turn lane. At 10:55, they've already left Prescott and they're northbound towards I-10.
Okay, and you say they. Why do you say they?
Well, here shortly, you'll see what appears to be two different individuals in the front seat of this car.
See something white moving around in the passenger seat?
Yeah, the white shirt, the person in that side of the car seems extremely animated, excited. And the other side, the best view that I've ever gotten is someone's in a black, solid black shirt or upper top.
All right, and this is a slowed down version to try to get a better look at those occupants. All right, what are these orange circles indicating?
These are characteristics of this car that we found to be unique. The passenger side mirror is solid black. These cars have, when they come new, the mirror is the same color as the car, the mirror casing on the outside. This one's been replaced, it appears, because it's black. The circle in the middle of the top of the windshield, that appears to be a sun pass or toll type pass activator. And then the lower bumper circle, that's where a tow hook can be threaded in for towing purposes, but otherwise it has a cap over it, and the cap is missing.
Were you able to deduce anything about the year of the Toyota Prius?
Based on the research that we did through Toyota, this was established to be a 2006 to 2009 Toyota Prius, and the color, as I said before, was silver pine mica.
All right, is it fair to characterize your investigation as having kind of two different veins at this point? We're looking at motive over here and we're looking at the Prius over here.
Correct.
Okay, and you mentioned the sun pass transponder, so we know this Prius, I'm assuming it's not the only silver pine mica Prius between 06 and 09 in the state.
Correct.
All right, so what do we do to try to track down the sun pass transponder?
I contacted Florida Department of Transportation, who administers the Sun Pass, and wanted to find out, what's the likelihood of that kind of car having a Sun Pass, and I was overwhelmed with, there was thousands. So that wasn't narrowing down anything very quick.
At that time, was sun pass more affiliated with South Florida, or did pretty much everybody in Tallahassee have one?
No, south and central, anything Orlando south for the most part.
Okay. Did you have any indication based on the surveillance video available as to where the vehicle went after it fled from Markel's residence?
I just know that right here it's going northbound towards I-10 from Thomasville.
All right. Let's watch to the end.
This intersection is Armistead, so this is north of Benton, heading back. Intersection is Armistead, so this is north of Benton, heading back towards I-10.
Was any cell phone analysis worked on in this case?
Excuse me?
Cell phone analysis?
Yes.
Who performed the cell phone analysis?
Sergeant Corbett.
Okay, and is that something that was going on simultaneously as you doing this SunPass?
That's correct.
Thing? Okay. And did Corbett's work include trying to look for phones of interest traveling in the areas that we know where you found our suspect vehicle?
That and Premier Jim.
And we will talk to Sergeant Corbett later, but based on his analysis, did you have an idea or develop an idea of the route that your suspects may have taken?
Yes.
All right, and what did you do to follow up on that?
Well, initially, because of our large expanse of cars, we started looking for South Florida at any cars going through the interchange southbound at Wildwood, where you get on the turnpike from I-75. That was a bust. We didn't, it was way too many. We couldn't find anything that was concrete. So once the phone analysis was done, we had a better idea that there was one particular number, and tracking that went southbound on I-75 all the way to Naples, and then crossing over on Alligator Alley, which is still I-75, from west to east, from Naples to Broward County.
And once you learned that it was actually this other route than what you would expect, were you able to do anything with in reference to the toll plazas and the SunPass transponder that you weren't able to do previously?
That's correct.
Okay, tell us about that.
Once we had that established, then I contacted the SunPass administrators again at Department of Transportation. And I explained to them what I had. I said, we got a Prius, a 2006 to 2009, Silver Pine Mica, not that they had that in the records. I says, but we have them going through approximately this toll plaza in Naples, going westbound. And once I gave them that and the time, within a couple minutes of when they would have gone through, they showed an activation with a transponder from the windshield at that toll plaza in Naples in Collier County, and there was only one Prius, and that's what we determined, that it was going back to South Florida and cutting across Alligator Alley.
All right, and were you able to backtrack and find the toll plaza record or SunPass record of the vehicle coming to Tallahassee as well?
Correct. On the 16th of July, that same transponder, we're talking about the sticker on the windshield, that same transponder went through from Broward County, West Broward County, through the other end of the toll plaza. There's one on each end. There's nothing in the middle. But one going eastbound, that same transponder on the 16th of July cut across Alligator Alley and then presumably went up 75, which the phone records will show that. And then the return trip was the first one we found.
And did that help you identify the particular SunPass transponder by like an identification number?
Yes.
And is a particular SunPass transponder affiliated with a particular vehicle through some type of SunPass record?
Yes, it shows the customer who purchased the SunPass, and they submit what kind of vehicle it is, the tag number, in case the the transponder doesn't work, they could still use their credit, because it'll take a picture of the tag.
All right, so what did you learn about the suspect vehicle at this time from the SunPass stuff?
It was a rental. It was a rental from a Miami car rental place called Save Gas.
Okay. Did law enforcement go to Save Gas
They
in
did.
Miami?
Yes,
Was there any documentation discovered at that business
There
related
was.
to the rental of this vehicle?
there was.
67. Let's approach and show you what I marked as state 67. Recognize state 67?
Yes,
Okay, is that the rental contract that you found at the Save Gas related to your suspect vehicle?
that's correct.
All right. Is it a fair and accurate copy of that exhibit or that
Yes.
document? Okay, moving to evidence state 67, Your Honor.
Any objection? No, Your Honor. State 67 is admitted.
Permission to publish 67.
You may.
And what did we learn about the people that rented the car from this state 67? Not on there? Who rented the vehicle?
According to this document, Luis Rivera, Normandy Drive in Miami, is the one that rented this car.
And did he provide a phone number for himself?
Yes,
Is that the number listed right here?
yes.
Okay. And any other drivers listed on the contract?
No driver listed there, but up in the top, you see the word brother and a phone number that became significant.
All right. And whose phone number were you able to associate? Who were you able to associate this phone number with? The brother.
Sigfredo Garcia,
When was this vehicle rented?
this on the 16th of July. I'm sorry, this shows 15th. 15th of July.
Okay. And when was it due back?
It was due back on the 17th of July.
Didn't go back on the 17th though. did it?
No, I don't believe it got back till the 21st.
Okay. Approach and show you what I've marked as state 65. Recognize state 65?
I do.
How do you recognize it?
This was a traffic citation that we discovered Luis Rivera received on I-75.
On I-75 on the way to Tallahassee in the Prius?
No, it was a different car. This was on a different, this was dated June 4th.
I'm sorry, I've showed you the wrong thing. we'll have to circle back to that. All right, let me ask you about phone. You mentioned that Sergeant Corbett was working on the phone records. And I'm gonna approach and show you what I've marked as State's Exhibit 55. You recognize this exhibit?
I do.
It's this sort of an org chart of all the folks whose phone records we collected in this case, or many of them.
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
And by stipulation, Judge, these phone numbers have been associated with the folks on the chart, so I'd ask to move into evidence State's 55.
The defense is stipulated.
Yes, no objection to the publishing.
55 is admitted at this time.
55. Publishing State's 55. Okay, well, we'll work on that too.